I can't smell anything. My gosh, is this what Christopher feels like? Did I end up finding more Shark Tank and Dragon's Den products? Yes, I absolutely did. Do we need to test them? Yeah, we do. They get me every time. They're just so interesting. I'll put the full playlist at the end of the video. You can go and check it out. We're gonna start with, I honestly don't even know where to begin. Where to begin with this one? They're just such a variety. I also, fun fact, have a sinus infection right now, for sure. You know when it's like an inkling and then an hour later you're like, yeah, no, for sure. Let's hope I don't need antibiotics. Let's just make it worse right now by drinking coffee. Smart decisions. Okay. Ooh, let's start with a fun one. Okay, they're all fun. Don't get me wrong, but this one in particular, this is a new one that went on Shark Tank. This was started by a fashion blogger. Her name is Mary, and she started a company called Sock Candy because she loves like playing around with tons of color and fun designs and different patterns, and just like she has a super fun sense of style. And so she wanted to create these really fun and interesting socks that kind of reflect that. She ended up securing a deal with Barbara for $150,000 for 10% equity. Pretty standard. She has a ton of different designs, and they're all these like semi-sheer socks, and they have these cool patterns on them. And so I thought, that looks really cool. So I wanted to get like a floral one because, you know, spring, summer, that just made sense to me. I ended up getting, ooh, cute. Okay, this is the design that I ended up getting. They're adorable. It is one size only, so one size fits most, just so you know. So it should fit a US 5.5 to 10. So this will be on the end of my sizing. I'm like a 10.5 or so. So we'll see. They look pretty big, but I guess they're not really gonna stretch that much. So I guess we'll try this on. It kind of matches my outfit. I mean, it doesn't match my outfit. I should be very clear. I'm not a fashion guru, but I do want to try these on and see what these look like. So hang on. I'll put a camera on the floor so we can like see. These are very, very delicate. So, I mean, they feel delicate, just so you know. I'm trying to be very, very genteel when I'm putting them on. Okay, I'm gonna show you. They look a little bit crazy on me, but you'll see what I mean. Okay, so you can kind of see what they look like. They do fit, though barely, which is fine. That's fine. It's just they don't go, I guess, depends on what your vibe is. You know what I mean? Like they're short enough on the top there that I feel like that would work better with like a heel. I don't know. I guess I should try. I mean, that's my normal sock. Normal sock, fun sock. The most foot content I've ever prepared. Let me go get a pair of heels just to see what it looks like. I don't know. Okay, I saw she did like a bunch of different types of heels. So like, let me put on both of these. So I saw, you know, like an open toe kind of thing, like mix it up. I think that looks a little bit strange because then there's this and then there's this. That's not, no, I don't like that. I was gonna stand up in it and I don't like it. Okay, next one. I thought that these might look good with it. I mean, it's definitely different. It adds a little bit of uniqueness, but you'd have to bring the red or the purple up into the outfit. Otherwise, this feels like a little bit chaotic. At least for me. I don't know. What do you guys think? Would you rock some cool different socks? Let me know. I'm curious. Next up is an idea that came to a woman who was nursing her child, where I feel like so many good ideas come from, because she was trying to read on her Kindle and she dropped her Kindle while she was nursing her baby. And if you've had a nursing or a sleeping baby, you know what I mean? Like it's not a good, you have to bend and try and get it. Like, no. She wanted to comfortably hold her Kindle in one hand without her hand cramping up and be able to like read her book. And so she created the Strapsicle. So it's basically just a silicone strap that goes onto any e-reader, Kindle or otherwise, and then it just holds it there, and then you can like slot your hand in, and it's gonna be a way easier experience. Or if you're like lying down and you have your book, you know, like you don't have to hold it with the two hands, you can just kind of like hold, you know, or like being outside. I feel like that's a good one too. If you're like reading outside and you just, you know, it's just the one hand is crucial. Lou ended up closing a deal on Shark Tank for $250,000. I think it was like 22% equity or something like that. And it ended up gaining a ton of popularity on Book Talk. If you're not part of the TikTok community, they have like, I don't know, fragments that are based on like different areas of interest. So like Book Talk is TikTok, but books. And it's like talks about all the different books. Anyway, they're continuing to expand on their product line. They're gaining significant traction. They're, I think, valued at $2.5 million now, which is fantastic. And then of course I say all of this, not actually owning a Kindle myself. I don't know what it is. I like books. I like the feel, I like the vibe. However, my mother-in-law has one, so I'm gonna borrow hers and we're gonna try it out. And I mean, it makes sense. They have different colors. It's silicone, so it's pretty straightforward. And then they have all the different size guides for you, so you know which one to get for whatever Kindle or e-reader that you own. Pretty self-explanatory. There's some cute little arrows there. I love this color, by the way. And it has indented into the thing where it's supposed to go, which I feel like I would need personally as a person. So let's give this a go. Okay, I have the Kindle. Top right, goes on the bottom. I don't think it matters which way you do this, I assume. Then you just slide your hand in. All right, how comfortable is that for like reading though, I guess is my question. If your hand is like flattened like that, I guess it doesn't need to be flattened. I'm just making it flat. Like it works for sure. Tell me if you have this and if this like helps you at all. I'm genuinely curious if this makes a difference for you. Like I feel like for carrying purposes, this would be so handy to have. I want one for my phone, you know? Because that's a thing I drop all the freaking time. Now I want to go into a beauty product. What's really interesting as I'm going through all of my notes, I am realizing right now that I have a theme, apparently, for 3 of these products. Unintentional, but I am interested. I'm curious, which one will be supreme? The first one in this sort of broad category. This was started by Dr. J.G. Richardson, who has a PhD in chemical and biomolecular engineering, just like he's very well versed in this world. And so he developed Swiff, which is an antimicrobial like silver-based spray as a solution to persistent odors. I believe he came across it because he was experiencing all of these odors from his like commutes, because he was finding that during his commute in Tokyo, where he was during like the COVID pandemic, he was finding that his clothes, when he came back, just had this like smell to them. And so he wanted to create a solution that would eliminate that. And so I have 3 boys living in my home. And so I figured that this would be a good thing to test out on some like hockey equipment, shoes, things like that. So I'm just gonna take it and just like see what happens. And since obviously you can't smell it, you're just gonna have to take my word for it and whether this works or not. We're not having Chris smell it. All right, he can't smell anything, but I will tell you for sure. I looked it up and I thought you could spray stuff that was dirty already, but you have to spray things that are clean to prevent them from getting smelly in the first place. So I don't understand how that works with shoes. You have to spray them before wearing them, but then if you wear them, you have to clean them before you can use this. This is only good for 5 wears. I don't know. Anyway, I'm gonna spray it on Chris's workout shirt. We're gonna see if it works the next time that he goes to the gym. So, and you have to do, so there's 2. One is the silver and the other one is the galvanized extract. I don't know, for some reason walnut comes into my head, but that's not what it is. Something with a G. So you have to spray it and then you spray the other side and then you let it dry and then it should be protected for 5 washes, it says. I wish that was a little bit more clear because it just says on the back here, prevent it, just spray. Okay, but then like some need 5 and some need 10, some need 20. So anyway, that would be helpful, just saying. So I'm gonna do that and we're gonna see if that makes a difference. Okay, we're hustling here. The video that you're watching right now is going up in like 2 hours. I gotta hustle because Chris got back from the gym. And so I have the shirt. I can kind of smell adjacent. This feels weird, but like, and honestly, we all know boys. Boys smell. It's just fact. And I don't really smell anything. That's really interesting because I should be able to smell that at least. I am impressed. And like, this is a hardcore workout. Like, this is wet. I don't want to be touching this right now. However, for science, like it just doesn't smell like anything. That's crazy. I gotta hand it to them. I can't say whether or not it lasts like a full 5 washes or anything like that, but in terms of like a super sweaty workout, I'm impressed. I'm impressed. The next one on the list is a perfume brand. It's called 7 Virtues. It was started in 2010 by a woman named Barb. She was inspired by one of her friends who was in a war-torn country, and she was inspired to ethically source ingredients, clean ingredients for a perfume to help rebuild these countries. The fragrances are clean, they're hypoallergenic, they're vegan. Like, a lot of thought went into the sourcing of the different ingredients, as well as empowering these different communities and helping them to create, you know, jobs and things like that. Like it seems like there's been a lot of thought that went into this. They're available at Sephora. And so I got a discovery kit so I could try a whole bunch of them and we could like rapid fire them. Oh, this is interesting. Okay, so these perfumes, they provide menstrual hygiene supplies and education to those in need. Cool. We'll start with Vanilla Wood, which is a warm gourmand, pear, rose, vanilla, and caramel. I can't smell anything. Is my sinus infection going to... It better not. Maybe this one just doesn't have a scent to it, she said in a mild panic. I will be so mad. I have to wait to smell these. My gosh, is this what Christopher feels like? This is awful. Okay, Cherry Ambition is also a gourmand. This is cherry, saffron, vanilla, and marshmallow. Okay, I can kind of smell that. I may have to do like a saline rinse before I can smell any of these. Okay, we may have to come back to these. Hang on. Okay, I just did a nasal rinse, so let's try this again. Okay, cherry. Okay, yep, I smell it. Yay! It definitely smells like cherry, like a smokier smell. Interesting, okay. Coconut Sun, that's like a fresh floral kind of thing. Oh, yep, okay. I get the notes of the coconut. It's almost like kind of, minty's the wrong word. I can't smell anything out of this nose. It's only this one. It almost smells minty. That's really interesting. Okay, I like it. Okay, Lotus Pear. Lotus flower, pear, and gardenia? Gardenia? Accidentally sprayed it on myself. Oh, I don't like that one as well. Oh, I don't like that one. No. Gotta rinse that out. Oh, I don't like that. Maybe it's the lotus flower in it? I don't know what that is, but it's like almost licorice-y. Okay, this one's Amber Vanilla, which is a sheer gourmand. This is dicey. I'm gonna laugh so hard if you guys have been trying these before and you're like, Rachel, that's not what they smell like at all. I honestly can't smell that one at all. Usually I have enough time that I can like ride out the sinus infection and then just like test this later. But this video is going up in like 2 days because I was sick and now it continues. It just continues. So, I mean, I will try these again and I will put comments in like the little thing because I feel bad. I'm really trying here. That's the best I have so far for you today. I'm interrupting myself here because I did enlist the help of my children to smell those friggin' perfumes because I was so mad. I got them to smell them and they did confirm what I was saying in terms of the scent notes and things like that. So that's at least good. And they also didn't like the same one that I didn't like, which is interesting. So anyway, I just wanted to share that information. My nose wasn't entirely gone, so yay. And now I want to talk about one that I've actually been putting off. I've been holding off on trying this one because it is expensive, but it receives such insanely good reviews. And so I felt like the time. The brand is called Hush, and they've created this whole lineup of products that are inspired around creating a peaceful and calming sleep environment for people who are dealing with insomnia or anxiety. They've created different solutions. They have mattress toppers, mattresses, they have blankets, which is what we're gonna be testing today. And in specific, it's like a knitted, weighted blanket, and it looks so unbelievably cozy and soft. They are expensive, but I'm very excited about it. As someone who struggles with sleep and also anxiety, I feel like this is just like a good fit. They actually appeared on Dragon's Den back in like 2018, secured a deal, and I think they were bought out by Sleep Country Canada, which is kind of cool. And I got one of their blankets, and I'm very excited about this blanket. 15 pounds is this weighted blanket. Just letting you know. Oh my gosh, it's so heavy. Grr. I got it, everyone. Look at this. Vacuum sealed. Naturally, I don't know where any of my scissors are. I feel like this is the wrong place to enjoy this. I feel like we need to bring this downstairs to get a full experience of it as I waste away the rest of the day nursing this sinus infection. Okay, we're sitting on the couch. I have a hot lemon water with some honey in it, and then I have this blanket guy. Let's test it. Ugh. I think the one thing I don't love about it is I got cream and I feel like this is white, you know? My blanket over here, I have to show you guys, my kids love that freaking Amazon blanket. This guy right here, my kids obsessed with this. Any of my nieces and nephews love this blanket. It's insane. But that to me is like a beigey cream and this is just like a stark white. I'm trying to vibe with it, but like, it's really hard to do that and also film at the same time. I can't see you and also vibe with a blanket. Okay, blanket. It's weird. Okay, I feel like I'm just like dropped off over here. I feel like this blanket would be better suited for sleeping. And the reason is because it is so thick and it's like more of a tighter weave. It isn't really resting on me as it is on the couch. Does this make sense? I'm trying to have it weighted on me and I feel like it's not, it's just kind of like lifting up and like forming a tent around my legs, which is not what I'm looking for right now. So I will try this for like sleeping and see if that makes it work better. I assume it has to, right? Like that, I mean, that's what it's there for. Can you see how it's not like resting on my legs? It's like around, like this isn't my leg, obviously, like it's not sitting on me. Like none of this is sitting on me. It's all around me. So it's not very like weighted on top. It's too structured. You can kind of like lift it up and stuff, you know? But I will put notes in the info bar and how it works for bedtime. I mean, if it doesn't do that, like why are you spending $1 bajillion on this thing? You know, like it has to. Let me know if you've come across any of these products or if there are any other Dragon's Den, Shark Tank, Kickstarter products that we should be testing out. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Check out these other ones on the side in case you have missed any. I will put links to everything down below. Subscribe if you haven't already. New videos here every single Thursday, Saturday on my other channel. I hope you guys are having an absolutely fantastic day, and I will see you guys all in the next one.